My life started when I was born in Boston, Massachusetts, to a technical writer and an insurance broker, and joined 3 years later by my little sister Alexandra, and raised in the nearby suburb of Lexington, Massachusetts. Spent my entire childhood, same house, same school system, and when I was little, I was a very good athlete, but not a very good student and not very well behaved. And as I got older, that it became that I was just an okay athlete. Looking back, I don't think my head was really in it, and I wasn't really committed, but I couldn't, at the time, since I'd always been an athlete, I just wanted to continue playing sports. And so I was just okay, and I still wasn't very well behaved, and I still wasn't a very good student. But got through it, I survived and graduated, and when I did, I decided I wanted to go somewhere far. And I did that despite I'd had a girlfriend for 2 years at that point. And I decided that, despite that, I decided I wanted to go far, and if I had stayed in the same area, I think we would have stayed together. And it's possible we'd even still be together today. It's one of those things I'll never know, but I still think I made the right decision, and I decided I wanted to go far, I wanted to go somewhere warm, so I went to school in Arizona. And my time there is a long and winding road itself. Many stories. I had a lot of fun, partied a lot, made a lot of friends, made some true lifelong friends, had a lot of good times. But I also have regrets, and I made some mistakes. And looking back, I have things I would do differently, given the choice to do it again. But overall, I had a great time and learned a lot. But that wasn't while I was going to class, and I ended up dropping out to play poker professionally. For a little over a year, I was still in Arizona and playing at casinos and Indian reservations, and also traveling a lot. I was road tripping all over California. I went to Reno, was my favorite stop. It has a reputation of being kind of a small little hole, and perhaps that's a well-deserved reputation, but I loved it. I thought it was a fun little town. I love the weather, the mountains. I'd like to have a chance to travel. That's somewhere I want to visit periodically from time to time throughout the rest of my life. And also I've traveled to Las Vegas a lot. And when my lease ended in Arizona, I moved up there to play full time. And again, I was only there for about 2 years, but it was a very, very condensed period of my life. A lot of chapters, a lot of things happened, ups and downs. I played in small dinky casinos, I played in big glamorous casinos. I met a lot of people, made some friends, again, lifelong friends, and I taught myself to count cards, and I started playing blackjack semi-professionally. But ultimately I got burned out with the whole Vegas scene, and I hit the wall with playing poker. I stopped being able to beat it. So I, again, picked up and moved, and this time came out to LA to pursue acting. And I tried unsuccessfully to recruit a friend from Chicago to come out with me. He went back to Arizona, but I got in touch with some other friends that I had from college living out here. And with their help, got set up here and found an acting studio. And that is where I had my first acting experience. And looking back, I don't even know what I was thinking at the time. I don't know what I was consciously driven by, but I basically think I just kind of thought it'd be cute. I wouldn't have worded it that way, but it just looks like fun, getting acting. But subconsciously, I think I intuitively had the knowledge that I'm very drawn to filmmaking. And that I had my first acting experience in that studio, and that is what opened my eyes up to how many facets of filmmaking I'm drawn to and how interested in it I am. It was about 4 years ago now that I first came out here, and in that time I've done theater and short films and written screenplays. Last summer I wrote a feature-length screenplay, was hoping to make it for a shoestring budget. That didn't work out, so I put that on the back burner, did some theater, and it's still possible that I will make that late this summer or early this fall, but my primary focus right now is I'm writing a big budget idea. I'm writing a football movie right now, and hoping to get that made by a big production company and starring in it, and using that to get my foot in the door. And while I'm doing that, I'm studying all sorts of things, psychology and fiction and history, and just studying all sorts of things to try to improve myself as a person and an artist. And that is what has led me to you guys. And when I first came here, what I would have told you my goal is to improve my confident in front of a crowd. And that's still true, but it's my understanding of that has really grown. I originally wanted to get up here and be good and get through it and be good. And now my goal is to get into space, get present, connect with the audience, and deliver a message. And I'm really happy with how far I've come in a relatively short period of time, but I still think I have a long way to go. But I'm optimistic that I will be able to do that, and then hopefully translate that to my work, get my foot in the door, and my goal is to have a career, not necessarily on the same movie, but my goal is to have a career where I am producing, directing, writing, and acting in feature-length Hollywood films, as well as acting in Broadway plays. Wish me luck.